Sorry guys, I didn't intend to do this as a two-part series, but it looks like that's how it's going to turn out. Only because my computer went into screensaver, which stopped the video recording. So, anyway, I'm back. Yeah, what was I up to? Yeah, the car seat. That's the one thing I'll leave till the very last minute, even probably the last couple of months of my pregnancy once I am pregnant, because those things are updated all the time and there's always the latest safety measures and stuff. So that's something I'm just not even going to think of buying yet. I mean, they've got new ones out now that have got airbags and everything for babies, which I'll need to look into as well to see if that's safe. But yeah, so those things I'll leave to the last. I didn't get the porta cot. I wanted to get the porta cot. I think it was gorgeous. It was only like $89. It converted, had a bassinet attachment to it as well. So if you went away with a newborn, it had a change table attachment. It was really good. It was 50% off too, I think, or 40%, something like that. And hubby did say to just get it. You know, he figured we are going to end up using these things anyway. But I just didn't want to spend too much money. And also, porta cots are one of those things that we don't really go away a lot. We tend to do a lot of things from home or entertain at home or whatever. So I don't think I'll get a lot of use out of it. Having said that, if they do go on special again once I am pregnant, then yes, I will look at probably buying one. Just, you know, what's $89 just to have there. And if we do ever spend a day at my mum's or something, I'll have somewhere to put the baby in that. But anyway, so they're pretty much the things that I've got at the moment. I'm just trying to think. I'm also on metformin, which I don't know if I mentioned in the last episode as well. I was on 1,500 milligrams of just the normal metformin, or Diabex diformin. It's got different names, but it is just metformin, which I was taking 3 times a day. So I started on 500 milligrams. I took it up to 1,000 milligrams, so 2 of them a day, which was fine. When I upped it to the third one, though, it was making me so sick. I really, you know, we don't really eat unhealthily. On the weekends, we tend to maybe have something that's a little bit, you know, we might have some chocolate or something for watching a movie or some popcorn or whatever. But it's really just a weekend thing for the most part. During the week, it's all home cooked meals. It's a lot of, you know, meats, fish, chicken, salads, veggies, the occasional pasta, which is very, very rare because my husband loves the taste of pasta but doesn't like the effects of pasta. So, yeah, we don't really eat that bad, but I found that I'd go to bed and an hour later get up and I'd feel really sick, really nauseous. I couldn't lie back down. I'd be going to the toilet every 5 minutes. It just wasn't reacting well. So I did keep going with it for about a week. I then went and saw the doctor. We haven't yet seen a specialist, fertility specialist. We did many years ago for one visit, and it turns out he's actually I believe, like the head of the reproductive area at one of the main hospitals here. And we did get to see him. However, because he was so straightforward with me at that time, I did have a lot of weight to lose, and I know, but I just found him really rude, and I got really offended by him that I was actually crying all the way home. He is apparently really good though, so I do regret not going up for the follow-up appointments, but that was kind of at that point where I'd just given up and just, you know, again, just, you know, it was just too painful to continue on, so I just stopped trying. This was going back about 5 years ago, so that's the only time we saw a fertility specialist. He was one that put me on the Diabex, which I stayed on and then went off once I'd lost a lot of weight, only to then have put most of the weight back on again. So now I've just been going to a GP who is aware that I was on it previously, so they've been prescribing it for me again. So yeah, so 1,500 milligrams was just not making me feel good at all. So after a week of that, I went back to the doctor. She then put me on just 1,000 milligram of the metformin XR, the extended release. So it's apparently supposed to slow release. So I've been fine. I haven't been sick since I've been on that. I take it in the morning just after breakfast, and that obviously lasts for the 24 hours, so I'll take it every morning. The only thing is I have read on here when I've done searches on it that people that have been on the XR didn't find any benefit with it as they did with the normal metformin. So if anyone out there has got some advice or you know, any experiences with this, or if you've fallen pregnant successfully with polycystic ovaries and being on the metformin XR and what dose it was on, if you can just let me know, maybe just you know, pop a message in the comments or something. But yeah, so that's pretty much where we're at this stage. So this is officially month 6 of trying. This week I should ovulate over by the end of the week or the start of next week, so fingers crossed. My birthday's next month as well, so what I said to my husband was, wouldn't it be great if we could have, you know, if we were pregnant, that'd be the best birthday present, but we'll see how we go with that. yeah, I think that's about it from me for now. So yeah, sorry that it's in a two-part series again. I'll make sure next time to not let it go into screensaver. But yeah, look, any comments or anything will be appreciated, or any experiences I mentioned earlier. And also, as I mentioned in the last post, any success stories with someone that has husbands have had low sperm counts who have just successfully conceived naturally. So that's something that I'm still Googling and trying to find information on. And I've come across some posts that were pretty negative, or some forums that have been negative, and I just don't want to read that because I'm trying to keep positive. At the end of the day, it does only take one. A cousin of mine was trying for 3 years, and he had a low count, but he also had very bad morphology, I think it was, and motility. I think it turned out that by his third test, 100% of his sperm were considered abnormal. So chances for them were pretty much just IVF and that's it. As soon as they started applying for the IVF process and going down that route, she fell pregnant naturally, just by a one-off, so they weren't even trying at that point because they'd just pretty much given up. So it was just a one-off. She fell pregnant. Unfortunately, she did lose the baby at just before the 12-week period. But as she said, at least now she knows that she can fall pregnant. It may take us a little longer if our hubbies have got low sperm counts, but look, again, it only takes one. So, baby dust to all of us that are in this situation, or just in the, trying to conceive infertile situation at this stage. And hopefully all our dreams will come true, and we'll be holding that baby sometime in the near future. So, yeah, all right, I'll be saying bye for now. It's a lovely, warm Melbourne morning here today, so I've got to get out and do some stuff. But I'll keep you updated and posted shortly. Okay, bye.